Promise Designs, and we are going to be making some earrings using Jesse James beads. We are going to be using, I don't know where my card went. Okay, we're going to be using some beads out of the Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix. We're also going to be using some beads from the Color Trends bead mix and peacock. And we're also going to be using some Oceana Czech glass matte seashell beads to make some earrings. So the first one we're going to be making is this one right here. It's this beautiful pearl and crystal and ceramic bead, and it's just very gorgeous, very beachy. So this is what we're going to be making. You are going to need some 22 gauge wire. I got mine from Hobby Lobby on clearance. It's like 99 cents on clearance, I think. But it's 22 gauge wire, tarnish resistant in silver. So I have a piece that's probably, let's see how long it is. It's about 12 inches long. So about a foot long is what we're going to be using, because we're going to be wire wrapping. So here we go. Here are our beads. We have our crystal, we have our shell, our pearl, and we have this. And all of these came from the Siren, Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix by Jesse James. I will leave a link down below to all of these products. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create our own head pin. Y'all have seen me do this before. So first thing, all we're going to do is we're just going to put on, let me zoom out just a little. We're going to put on our ceramic bead, and I'm going to do it about this far, about 4 or 5 inches. And I'm just going to take this short wire and bend it up to the back. Just like that. And I'm going to hold it with my finger, this finger, and I'm going to pull this all the way, just like that. So you have something that looks like an L shape. And we're just going to wire wrap it around. And it's going to be messy, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to build a base. And I just wrapped it all around, just like that. Now I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm just going to help it on around, and we're just going to squish it down, just like that. That way we don't have anything poking. Okay, so this is what we have. So next, we're going to put on our little crystal rondelle from Jesse James Beads. I'm just going to stick it on there just like this. And it's going to be a little wonky at first, but that's okay. Next, we're going to put on this crystal. It's this flat little blue crystal. Okay, I'm just going to put it on. And there's our little stack. Okay, now we're going to stack our pearls. And you have to use a thinner gauge wire, because now this one in there yesterday. Okay, a thinner gauge wire to go through these, because you don't want to break them at all. And we're just gonna do this, put this one on. Whoops, just like that. Okay, so there's what we have. Can just do it just like that. Okay, and now we're going to do a wire wrap loop. You're going to hold all of your beads, and you're going to take your pliers, and you're going to hold it flush and bend it over. You're going to rotate our pliers up. Let's see, what size did we use? About that size. Okay. trying to hold all this together. And we're going to go up and over and around and tilt our pliers just like this. Okay, so we have something that looks like this right here. And we're just going to hold it in there. Actually, let's see. How do I want this? Okay, just like this. And we're going to take our pliers and we're going to hold it, and we're going to, I'm trying not to let these spin because I like the way they look. So you're just going to spin around, get down to it. Make sure they're facing the way you want them to, okay? Make sure they're facing the way you want them, which is just like this. Just like this. Okay, and now we're just going to wrap it around. I won't have to hold on to it. We're going to wrap it again around. And then now we're just going to create a messy wrap. That's all we're doing, is just going around and around to create our messy wrap. Try not to snag our pearls because we don't want them to break. Just like that. And then we're going to snip it off and press it in there just like that. And there we go. Just like this. So it looks like this, okay? And there's one earring, and here's the other one. And now they're not going to be perfect. And what we can do is, if you want to make it a little tighter, you just grab it and twist it. Just like this. Just a little. Just twist your wire on the back, and that'll hold it in place. Okay, so we have that. And here is our ear wire. I'm just using an ear wire from, oops, it's backwards. From Bead Box Bargains. And there you go. A cute set of earrings. They don't have to match perfectly, but they're just gorgeous. Okay, there's that one. Next set of earrings are going to be using these beads from the Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix. And this is what we're going to be making right here. This beautiful mermaid looking earring. So first thing we need to do is we need to make a loop big enough to put on our mermaid tail. So you're going to take your pliers, let me get my different pliers, and you're going to come back here and you're going to make all the way to the back. And I'm just going to take this top one and go around just like this and meet them. So you have something that looks like this. We're going to keep it inserted, and we're just going to bend this big one back a little. Okay? We're going to open this just a little, and we're going to feed on our mermaid tail and make sure it goes on. Now it's a little big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it up just a little bit. I'm going to close it up just a little. Okay. Okay. So we're going to take our bent nose pliers and we're going to hold on right here. We're going to take this wire, and if you can't do this with your hand, you can do it with your pliers. I always use my fingers. That's just the way that I like to do it. And you're just going to make a wire wrap up it. You're going to make a few wraps and just go around and around, just like that. Just like that. And then we're going to cut this little piece off and squish it down. So there's no sharp edges. Okay. So this is what we have. Okay. And we're going to use this purple electroplated teardrop shape. Okay. We have that. And then they had these little seed bead circles. I thought were real cute. And so we're going to stick that on there. And it's going to sit on top of our teardrop bead. Just like this. It's going to sit on top. And then, I always do this. We have another one in here. So we're taking this little bead right here, the little squished one. And we're going to stick it on just like this. And it's going to sit perfectly inside this little circle. And then the next thing we're going to put on, wait, I take that back. We're going to put on this little spacer bead that I got out of my stash, I believe. And then we're going to put on this bead, the sparkly crystal, to make it sit perfect. And then a little purple pearlized bead, just like that. Okay. And then we're going to hold on to it. I always hold on to the bottom with my ring finger, and then I hold on to the top, and I push them together. That way they don't move. That makes it easier for me. And I'm going to grab my wire, and I'm going to push this back to make a bend. Just like this, because we're going to make a wire wrap. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to hold it, and we're going to come up and over and around, turn our pliers without taking them out, and put the wire underneath, just like this. And now we're going to wrap and fill up that space. That's all we're going to do. And it's not perfect. If you want yours a little more symmetrical or perfect, you can do that. I like the messy wire wrap. And then we're just going to bring it on around and squish it underneath so it's not poking anything. Okay? And if you're a little wonky, you see how mine's a little wonky, you just take it and push it gently to straighten it up. And then you want this loop to go sideways for your ear wire, because you see your ear wire is not going to fit on there. So what you do is you hold the bottom, and you're going to take the top, and you're just going to twist it sideways, just like I did just then. That's all you do. And then we're going to open up our ear wire and put it on there. And there you have it. Another set of beautiful earrings using these beautiful Siren Let's Be Mermaid beads from Jessie James. I love these. Okay, so there's that pair. Next pair. The next earrings that we're going to be making are using the Color Trends bead mix in Peacock. And this is what we're making. We're just taking the filigree piece out of there and this big blue crystal bead. And we are using, if I didn't say, we're using 20 gauge wire on this one. I use 20 gauge wire. Also 20 gauge wire again on this one. And we're going to be making our own head pin, because y'all know I love to do that lately. It makes it so much easier. I never thought to do that before until I tried it one day, because I didn't have a head pin that was long enough. And so I thought it was awesome. Okay. So you just take it, you put your bead on there, and you come up the back. You bend your wire and come up the back, bring it over just like this. And you go around. You're going to wrap it around neatly and tightly to start with. And just keep going. And kind of go back up so you don't crack your crystal. Just making some messy wire wraps. And that one's going a little taller. Okay. And then we're just going to cut it off and squish it down like we always do. And the length of wire that I was using here is about the same, about a foot. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make another loop. And we're going to make it just like this and go about right here on this one and come up and over. Spin your pliers and around. And we're going to pull it out just a little bit, and we're going to stick on our filigree. And our filigree was double-sided, so this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to take it, you're going to hold it with your pliers just like this. Whoops. Just like this. And we're just going to wrap it around. Whoops. I messed up there. Going to hold on to it, and you're just going to wrap it around. Again, it's not going to be perfect. Just wrap, 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 wrap. Okay? That's all we're doing. And then stop when you get it to where you want it to be. And trim it off. And squish it down. So here's what we have, just like this. And then we open our ear wire and put it on. And so now we have another pair, simple, using a filigree and one bead and some wire. That's all we have. Okay, there's that one. That's number 3. Our next pair is, I made these. I did not show how I made these, but I used from our bargain bead box for this month, and the little charm out of the Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix, and the little pearl, and that's all I did, and put some ear wires. Just simple. So I made those. Those are not hard at all, so I didn't show those. The next one we're going to be making is like a little mermaid. We're using the Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix again. We are using I have a black eye pin, sorry. Okay. And what you're going to do with it, to make it big enough, you're not going to worry about this loop right now. You're going to make a loop on this end. And we're going to hold it just like this. And we're just going to push with our thumb and turn our wrist. Turn our wrist. That's all you're going to do until you get it closed up. Okay. Close it up just like this. Push till you get it closed. And then you're just going to take right here and bend it back. Just like that. So you have what looks like a shepherd's hook. Okay. Now we're going to open. And remember to twist out, not this way. And we're going to put on our mermaid tail. And now we're going to close up that ring. And this one, if you want to push a little harder, you know, to get it to go closed, that's what you do. Okay. So this is what we have, and we're going to clip this off. You're just going to take your cutters and you're going to clip this right here, just like that. That's all you're going to do. We're going to use this beautiful mermaid looking bead. We're going to use the bead cap, and all of this come from the Let's Be Mermaids Siren bead mix. And this little crystal. And this little rondelle, whoops, and that's it. And we're going to just turn it just like this and make a loop. That's all you're going to do. Now, to make this loop go sideways, like we said a while ago, this time I'm going to use 2 pliers because this is short. So I'm going to hold this one, and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to twist it sideways. And you may have to do it a little hard. Oops, off camera, sorry. So it looks like this, okay? And we're just gonna take our pliers and bend it on around till it touches. That way it doesn't come off and you don't have to worry about it, okay? So there we go. We're gonna open our, and if you notice, my ear wires are different. Okay, I made this one from a fish hook ear wire. I cut off the end, just like this. Cut off this little end right here. Take this off, because I don't like those little things. And I just take my pliers, my round nose pliers, and I bend it backwards. Whoops. Just grab a hold of it and bend it back. Just like that. That's all you do. And there you go. Now, whoops. We're going to open that up. Place on our our beaded part for our earring and push it back. And there you go. Another quick set of earrings. Aren't those adorable? They're so cute. Okay, so there's that one. Now, okay, our next earring is going to be using the Oceana Czech glass matte seashell bead. And this is from the Color Trends Bead Mix Peacock. And then this one is from the Let's Be Mermaids Siren. And we're using some daisy spacers from my stash once I go find them. Okay, so, and that's what we're using, okay? And we're using some 20 gauge wire. We're making a head pin again out of our bead. That's all we're doing today. Making head pins out of our beads and, you know, making them look real nice. Going up the back. And this time, we're just going to make 3 loops around our wire. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is what we have, and we're just going to put on our big crystal. This is beautiful blue crystal, just like this, and we're going to use our spacers. We have daisy spacers. We're just going to use 2 of them. We're just making an earring stack like we've been doing all day. Okay, simple, easy, which is what I like. So that's what we're doing. So now we're just gonna make a simple loop. So what I did, let me look at it. Okay, you're just going to bend it sideways. Whoops. I'm going to take my pliers. You're gonna hold this just like this, and this time I'm just gonna take it and bend it sideways because we're just making a simple loop. And we're just going to make it like this. And if that's too long, we can always cut it off, okay? We're just going to bend it up just like this. And we're just making a loop. That's all we're doing. Just like that. Yep, that's too long. So we'll cut a little bit off. And if you make it too long, just cut it off like I do. That's easy. That's all you have to do. And just like that, and we're just going to bend it back, and there we go. So that's all you have to do. And then we're just going to open our ear wire just like this and close it back, and there we go. Another set of earrings. They're simple and elegant and beautiful and summer, for the summertime. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and a thumbs up. Please share the video and subscribe. I'd love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. And also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know which pair of earrings was your favorite. I hope y'all have a blessed, fabulous day. Remember, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. You were born to shine. I will leave links down below to all of the products used in today's video. And I will also be sharing this on Facebook and Instagram and on my TikTok. So y'all go, I'll leave links down below to those as well. Y'all go check those out. And that's it. And also, I made this bracelet. I didn't get to show how to make it because I thought it was recording, and it was not. All you do is you just take some wire and you make some simple loops with beads, and there you go. That's all you have to do. Okay? I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.